what you get along in FFG community. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mel. When I joined FFG, first thing I know is about buy and sell product, and then I thinking about doing business, how to earn money. So I like to learn. Actually, I have a company, so I do some year in my company. Actually, we're talking about how to do business, how to grow, how to make money. But suddenly, in my heart, I want to find some place that I want to learn more. I want to explore more how the successful people they get knowledge from and how they do. So how they learn how to apply to their family, become a happy family, become really successful in life. Yes. So when I joined FFG at the beginning, I only see the picture only like business, like selling product and then get commission, right? So this one at the beginning, I only see that picture. So I start to sell product to people and then get commission and then also excited. Like one story when I run a mentoring program at the beginning. So I like surprised. I see like a few $1,000 it come into my bank account. So I surprised. Oh, wow, it's real money. It come to my bank account. I say, oh, it's real. And then because a lot of people, I think not only Cambodia, they think like network marketing is sometimes they say, oh, it's not real. It's cheating sometimes like that. So at the beginning, I also like do like slowly. I don't focus too much because I also scared like the company cheat me or not. Yeah, but when I use the product is a good product, good quality for me and for my family. So I start to believe, I start to trust all the product and quality. So step by step, I join FFG community. I start to learn step by step. I start to read book. I start to listen CD. I start to join even like weekly with FFG community. So I can feel like, oh, this community is different what I thought. So this community is teach me how I can grow. Yeah, not only business, but I can grow like knowledge, personal growth. I mean, educate me how to read book daily. Yeah, so how to make my life happy. So I learn more with FFG step by step, like every week, every month. And then I hear a lot of sharing from FFG member about the boot camp. So when I joined 2016 with FFG, I also don't know what is boot camp, right? So when I hear the sharing about the boot camp, everybody say excited, say very good, say life-changing boot camp in Indonesia, Jakarta. So 2017, I like spent 3 days, 2 nights in Jakarta to attend boot camp. Yes. So after I joined the boot camp, I feel different. Yeah. I see the big picture. I see the big dream. Yeah. What is a very fantastic FFG. So totally changed my life. At the beginning, I think this business only like making money, but after I joined like some year, so I can feel that this different, not only business but changing life. So FFG really amazing for me. I can learn along the way. I can do business, and also I learn about how to make my family more happy, and then a lot. I learn a lot. Yeah. Also start to change myself.
Memang saya sama sekali buta ya dengan industri bisnis jaringan ya, tapi karena saya dapat manfaatnya dan tergugah untuk membagikan manfaat yang saya rasakan, karena waktu itu diceritain ya sama Bu Ati bahwa Yun, kamu tahu nggak 80% wanita di seluruh dunia itu mengalami masalah dengan organ V-nya, tapi mereka nggak ngomong. Di situ saya tergugah gitu lah. wow, kalau gitu, kalau saya cerita, pasti orang ini dapat manfaatnya karena 80% ada challenge. Nah, singkatnya itu seperti itu. Nah, ada satu momen saya ke pertemuan besar waktu itu ke Makau ya, saya ngelihat bahwa wow, ternyata bisnis ini menjanjikan ya, dan ternyata bahwa nanti saya pensiun, saya harus berpikir karena kan saya kerja sebagai seorang karyawan, apapun jabatan saya, setinggi apapun jabatan saya, walaupun tiap bulan ya gaji saya kan tetap mengalir ya, tapi umur 55 tahun saya masih mau bekerja, tapi kan company nggak mengizinkan saya bekerja, saya harus pensiun. Saat pensiun saya harus berhenti. Nah, pengalaman dari teman-teman ya yang kerja sekantoran dengan saya dan kebanyakan di luar sana, begitu pensiun itu mulai mencari pekerjaan baru, mulai mencari peluang baru gitu ya. Dan bisnis ini memberikan saya satu peluang. Kenapa? Karena resikonya kecil, kemudian modalnya kecil, dan ibaratnya bisa menyampaikannya itu dari apa yang saya rasakan, saya berbagi manfaat ke orang lain. Saya tergugah untuk berbagi. Nah, di situ akhirnya banyak sekali ternyata yang mendapatkan manfaat dari apa yang seperti yang saya rasakan. Dasarnya karena saya nggak punya pemikiran apapun saat saya membangun awal di bisnis ini, pikiran saya hanya satu, bagaimana saya menyampaikan kebaikan ini ke orang lain, karena saya ngelihat ada satu kondisi bahwa banyak orang ini butuh informasi untuk membantu mereka, terutama tentang masalah kewanitaan ya, tentang kewanitaan, karena pada saat wanitanya ini mengalami satu challenge ya, dia sakit tentang kewanitaan, sebenarnya yang bermasalah bukan hanya wanitanya, tapi pasangan juga pasti punya masalah, kemudian juga pasti mengganggu harmonis rumah tangga. Nah, di situ saya nggak punya pikiran apa-apa, saya hanya berpikir bagaimana nolong orang aja, nolong. Jadi di situ saya nggak pernah ketakutan apapun untuk bercerita. Nah, luar biasanya yang saya sampaikan ini disambut dengan luar biasa. Jadi ibaratnya itu amalannya nggak ada ketakutan. Saya nggak kenal orang pun, saya cerita Jadi nggak tahu sendiri kan, saya nggak mungkin awalnya itu cerita ke nasabah-nasabah di bank tempat saya bekerja gitu ya, ada kode etik di situ ya. Jadi yang saya kenal siapa gitu, bayangin saya nggak punya sahabat di Makassar, karena saya kerjanya itu dari pagi sampai malam. Dari jam 7 pagi saya sudah berangkat, jam 9. Itu rutin setiap hari saya lakukan. Sabtu Minggu saya harus lagi yang namanya bikin event-event. Jadi saya nggak punya sahabat, tapi saya punya tetangga nggak punya. Jadi awalnya ya mengenalkannya dari tetangga, dasarnya hanya ketulusan hati untuk bercerita manfaatnya. Nah, karena melihat ya, karena saya nggak ngerti apa-apa, ibaratnya itu blank sama sekali ya bagaimana cara mengembangkan bisnisnya segala macam ya. Nah, itu dilihat oleh awalnya Bu Ati itu bantu saya, dilihatlah oleh Bu Iin gitu ya, karena Bu Iin sebelumnya kan sudah punya pengalaman di bisnis jaringan ya, jadi beliau itu ngelihat itu dan mengarahkan saya bagaimana menjalankan dengan sistem, mulai dengan CD-CD yang harus saya dengar, kemudian baca buku, bagaimana pertemuan. Makanya Bu In sama Bu Ati selalu mengarahkan, karena di Makassar belum ada pertemuan besarnya, itu bagaimana saya harus hadir ke pertemuan-pertemuan besar, ada di Surabaya, di Jakarta, atau di mana ada pertemuan-pertemuan FFG, di situ diarahkan untuk hadir supaya supaya saya bisa dapat ilmunya untuk saya bisa duplikasikan ke tempat saya mengembangkan bisnisnya. Waktu awal saya bangun itu leader saya ya, yang bimbing saya, mentor saya ada Bu Ati sama Bu In, ini langsung mengarahkan saya itu di sistem.
Yeah, Mel. At the beginning, when I met him, and like he say, I am the one do the presentation. So I don't much actually. Just the beginning that he start to join. He just asked, "Is it real? This Alpha Spin from Germany?" I say yes, and then he said, "The business is working, is real." I say 1,000. I told him 1,000% real. Then he just said, "Okay, I joined." Then he signed the check. Yeah, because in Cambodia not much using the check, so he share about his background. He's a self-employed business owner. So like you see, so sign the check and just pay at that time. Yeah. So that I can see he is, he has the business mindset, and he don't think any negative. Yeah, he just see the opportunity, and he just ask is real, and then he can take the risk and pay and and start. So that I can see from the beginning.
Through the process, through
Yeah,
the
through the
process,
process.
through time,
Ya benar, jadi kekuatan dalam bisnis jaringan itu sebenarnya letaknya di duplikasi. Konsepnya kan bagaimana kita membangun aset. Sehingga banyak orang sebenarnya misconception salah konsep tentang bisnis jaringan. Apakah hanya jual produk dan sebagainya. Makanya sebagian orang pada saat diajak ke bisnis ini dia bilang, saya nggak bisa jualan karena konsep mereka ada jualan. Sebenarnya yang sesungguhnya bisnis jaringan yang saya ngerti adalah membangun aset. Nah, pada saat membangun aset ini kan harus bagaimana bisa duplikasikan konsep kerjanya. Nah, apakah terlepas produknya adalah pembalut kah, atau makanan kesehatan, ataupun apapun lah, atau produknya jasa, itu bukan main point di situ. Main point sesungguhnya adalah membangun aset. Nah, aset di setiap orang kan punya network. Maksudnya network ini kemudian dibangun menjadi aset. Nah, konsep bagaimana dari network menjadi aset inilah di situ dibutuhkan sistem. Nah, sistem inilah yang diterapkan oleh Yuyun dengan karakter tadi bilang kelebihan kekurangannya. Kalau kita perhatikan tadi memang benar kalau dengar sharing nanti lebih lanjutnya bahwa Yuyun punya kelebihan adalah mandiri, tapi dalam teamwork kita nggak bisa individu. Biasanya orang yang punya kemampuan mandiri itu punya kekuatan individunya kuat. Nah, makanya akhirnya Yuyun jadi challenge-nya dia pada saat dia membangun dengan tim karena sifat individunya lebih menonjol. Nah, bagaimana peran upline di sini nanti kalau kita dengar cerita lebih lanjut, peran upline-nya kemudian bagaimana merubah mindset-nya Yuyun ini kemudian dari individu akhirnya bisa kerjasama secara tim. Ini menarik menurut saya.
Miss Bong Fatania or Bong Pors, any experience during the building in Korea team and everything?
For Bovana, from the beginning, he is background like that, and like he is the owner, he is the like rich man like that, and then character like that. Not easy to build him like that from the beginning, and all the time he say like he like not want to follow, like the one like he talked just now that he go to boot camp. He go by his own like that, and one time that we go to Korea together, he also go by his own like that, not follow us. For us, like all the three leader here, all the time we go to somewhere, we always follow Bong Thiri, the top leader, like that. So anything we follow, like that, always follow. And then when have him, he is the man in our team, like that. And then he not follow us at all, like that. From the beginning, not obey us. Always have question, always have idea. How we can do this? How we do this like that? Always have the idea and have the question like that. But I can see him that he see the big picture in FFG. He see the big picture at FFG. Even from the beginning not follow, but and then in the end he still follow. Yeah, he still follow because he strict like that. And,
That's the good news. That's the good news. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I can see him very like he really have heart. He really have heart to help. But like man and woman is different like that. For the lady, for like we can stay, we can listen, can cry together, can laugh together like that. But for the man, it's like different character. But for him, I can see he really have good heart to help. Just a different angle like that.
As you hear his background. He is a businessman and he has a lot of business in Cambodia, and the people like him. Mostly is very ego, and for Bong Kimana the same. He likes Thai, so he is very ego. First time I meet him in office, I remember in Kopek Island. He didn't want to talk with me, even me, all the people around him and all upline, even direct or indirect upline, he didn't want to talk.
Memang Yuyun ini orang yang cepat nangkap sebetulnya ya. Jadi apa-apa gitu, oke dia cepat nangkap. Waktu di sana kita pertama kali datang mau meeting atau dengerin CD, dia langsung melakukan. Jadi Yuyun ini cepet nangkep. Nah orangnya mandiri banget, sangat mandiri, bahkan kayak suaminya kalau misalkan nggak pulang dia juga nggak masalah. Kalau Sabtu Minggu harusnya kan kumpul keluarga tuh. Nah Yuyun ini ada di mall, jadi suami dan anaknya main di mall, tapi Yuyun demo. Jadi sama tim-timnya gitu demo ya. Nah, saya melihat memang pada saat saya di Makassar, Yuyun tuh kayaknya kok kayak kenal semua orang Makassar gitu.
Mengenai Yuyun, saya melihat dia ini dari awal itu sudah berlian ya. Ibaratnya orang itu diamond is diamond gitu ya. Dan dia ada satu kunci yang saya petik itu adalah kalau kamu dengar istilah do what you love what you do. Nah itu Yuyun. Jadi dia bergerak itu tanpa dipaksa. Jadi dia bergerak dengan kemauan yang dari dalam dirinya sendiri muncul. Dia memang love this business, love this mission, gitu ya.
Kalau saya sih lihat kedekatan saya sama Yuyun itu lebih ke arah karena saya suka sekali sama lihat suaminya. Karena suaminya tuh lihat Yuyun tuh begitu tegas, tapi suaminya tuh nggak senyum.
Iya.
Apapun tantangannya, timnya lagi ada tantangan kayak apapun, ketemu Yuyun mungkin mukanya Yuyun wah tegang sekali ya. Terus lihat suaminya selalu senyum, ketemu siapapun senyum. Itu yang menurut saya pribadi ya, itu yang membuat Yuyun itu terus bisa diterima sama timnya di Makassar. Semandiri apapun Yuyun, sekeras apapun Yuyun memimpin ya, membawa timnya. Tapi pendampingannya sangat luar biasa dari Pak Nandar ya. Itu saya acungi jempol ya, gayanya ya.
Itu kan luar biasa ya. Itu karena sesuatu yang benar-benar tulus untuk orang lain. Itu saya respect banget sih.
Very big change, and then from then he start to the way he communicate, the way he build the team is with love. That's what the very big difference for me. I can see from a businessman that is previously looking only for the profit, but now he changed. He start to use his heart to build a business. Then after that, along the process, big gift from God is he married in FFG. He married with FFG in FFG. Okay, he know his wife. I think maybe this process you can ask him directly is also amazing. Thank you to FFG. He married a beautiful wife, and we have a time to consult about the family. This one also our leader here, Miss Yolandi, is the one that really involved in this thing. For me, I just tell him that Vanna, this is what you want, okay? So from now on, shut all the door, no more thinking about, cannot keep the marriage or whatever, So cut the story short, he really obey and follow and consult whatever thing, like family is always going on process, talking about husband and wife, but he really follow and consult all the time, yes, especially with Miss Yolandi.
First of all, Vanna, bro, I love you, okay? And then the first beginning, I love you, bro. The first beginning, I love you, Tin, love you, Angelica, okay? And your two of your children. What I can say, the hope is always from the beginning that he got. Before I continue this one, I just want to share to you how this is wonderful one, FFG. Because I just count it, Vanna actually is from Pak Onggi going deep, it's very deep, It's around about 11 or 12 level going down.
Wow.
Yeah, and then, if you don't have a really happiness in the family, I think that is Angelica Bond cannot represent all the happiness and then all the money in the world. I mean that is for him, he can really get it and see the future of this in this FFG. That is a really important one, and then that makes him also alive. Really alive, and then he see that the whole, and then also he know all the things regarding this now.
So this is the essence of a human, Sometimes people earn everything, earn the good income, good what we call education, good position in the society, but they lost one thing is about the heart. And when you lost your heart, you lost your family.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So deep.
True, because you cannot use the logic to build a family.
Agree, Pak.
And this is a lot of successful people, they using the logic to build the family. This is cause a lot of problem in this society. And the good news is Kim found out that he must use the heart. That is why when the consultation with Chia Chu, he is using the heart to consult, and the good news, not only that, he also now believe God, and that is the main. I believe there's a main changing of him spiritually. I think achievement in spiritual and mental is the highest achievement. Then finance, then the position. This is what I believe.
Saya hari ini ya, mulai dari awal saya ketemu dengan FFG sampai dengan hari ini, manfaatnya banyak banget buat saya. Bisnis berkembang sangat luar biasa dengan duplikasi yang sudah diterapkan, yang diberikan oleh bersama dengan Bu Ati, kemudian Pak Felix, Bu Iin ya, Pak Ludwig gitu ya, yang tentunya adalah dari Pak Onggi. Saya thank you banget Bu Ati ya dengan ketulusannya, kemudian Pak Felix juga nggak hanya ngelihat bisnis ini tapi juga keluarga, kemudian Bu Iin, Pak Ludwig yang betul-betul mengerahkan saya bagaimana merubah mindset saya untuk melihat bisnis ini dan bagaimana bekerja secara benar dari seorang yang mandiri harus dengan bangun tim. Kemudian Pak Onggi juga ya dengan nilai-nilai yang sudah ada di FFG ya, itu betul-betul bagaimana ditularkan sampai dengan saya bersama dengan keluarga. Tak lupa juga Lan, saya juga thank you banget juga buat tim saya, karena saya di sini dalam hal ini nggak bisa kerja sendiri. Saya juga bersama tim di Makassar yang hari ini juga masih setia bersama saya. Saya thank you. Saya nggak bisa sebutkan satu persatu. Dalam hal ini saya sekali lagi thank you luar biasa, dan mohon maaf juga kalau ada sesuatu yang barangkali ada sikap, perkataan, perbuatan yang tidak berkenan.
This FFG not only doing business, so all the people who need to change himself, think about the bad, everything bad can change here. So when I start in FFG, so I slowly can change. So not only about the business, but I can change myself. I can change about my character. I change about my attitude, and especially I can learn about the spiritual here in this community. So for this, totally my life can change. Right? Everybody can see me have a big change. So I recommend some young people who want to be a better life, who want to be a better husband, want to be a better wife. I recommend FFG to them, so they can join with us, start to learn, and we grow together. So make our community, make our country more peace, more beautiful, and make the world more happy and peace together, happy together.
Buat Boensis ya, benar-benar komunitas itu penting banget dan luar biasa banget, karena komunitas FFG bukan hanya bisnis tapi menyangkut seluruh aspek kehidupan kita.